Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the state of games in general, but I more specifically want to talk about Anthem and the issues that people have been having with that game, and whether or not it's been meeting up to people's expectations or not. And it seems like the general consensus is that it is disappointing. And it troubles me not because it's a game by EA or that, somebody finds something about the game that they don't like. It troubles me because maybe I'm just an older kind of gamer where I remember when games used to take a lot of time to get things done. I remember people spending literally thousands of hours in RuneScape trying to get, certain items or level certain skills or things like that. I remember going back in World of Warcraft and, trying to get a mount over and over and over again and dumping literally hundreds of hours into that one thing. And when I see people look at games like Destiny 2 and The Division and Anthem and complain that they've put like 60 hours into something and haven't gotten the legendary that they wanted, I don't know, that concerns me because, like, you're getting something handed to you, and I don't know if it's just this evolution of a mixture between the hardcore and the casual, but a casual gamer will go and play casual games, or they'll play something casually, and that's fine for them. And the hardcore gamer finds the games where they have to dump tons of hours into something in order to reap the rewards of dumping their time into it. But the problem I have is the in-between the casual and the hardcore. There's a gamer who wants all of the hardcore reward, but with all of the casual time. And I'm sorry to say, but that's just not going to happen. You don't get to have the best of both worlds. Either you dedicate the time to a game that is meant to have time dedicated to it, or you play something casual and you get something for very little effort. And look, there's nothing wrong with wanting to earn a reward in a game, especially if you've put a lot of time into it. I totally understand that, especially since today we have such a saturation of games that it's, what do you put your time into? And it really comes down to what's niche for you. What do you want to dump time into Dark Souls? Do you want to dump time into PUBG or Fortnite? Do you want to dump time into Destiny 2, Rainbow Six Siege? All of these things. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for instance. And it bugs me because, I saw Anthem come out, and, there are some people that liked it. I've talked to a few people who they generally enjoy it. And from the time that I've spent with the game, the combat's really good. The story's fairly decent. I mean, there's a few hiccups here and there, but I don't expect perfection from any developer. I don't care how good they are. I'm sure that when Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, there's going to be some amazing things about the game. There's going to be some things I didn't like, just like The Witcher 3. But that's okay because nobody's perfect, and we have to accept, those IPs for what they are. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to spend all of your money or all of your time into one game, but I would argue, do you necessarily need to go and complain about it? What about all the good things? Is everybody who has things that they enjoy about the game just keeping quiet? And to what point is it a bias? To what point are you biased in a positive or negative aspect? Like, are you really analyzing what you're thinking and what you're saying and presenting that in a way that, can give somebody an unbiased view of the game? I don't necessarily know what the answer is, and I'm not here to tell you that, if you find something that you don't like, that you should shut the fuck up, or if you like the game, that, your opinion's the only one that matters. But I would definitely beg the question, if you find some things about a game that you don't like, does that make that game garbage? I fail to see how Anthem is trash, despite some of the issues with roles that people have been having. I know that there's not a lot of content in the game right now, but it's also worth noting it's only been out a few months. There wasn't a whole ton of content in Destiny 2 when it came out, and people had their problems, but today it's got quite a bit of content, and there's a lot of things to sink your teeth into. And, you know, maybe that type of looter shooter isn't really your thing. Maybe you're more of a Borderlands player, and you just want, like, you know, a good single-player experience. And if that's what you're looking for, then perhaps Destiny and Anthem or Division, to an extent, aren't for you. And I don't know. I merely want to just put into your head that there are two sides to every coin. And I don't think that you should condemn a game because some people have an issue with a certain system. Because game ratings and all of that shit, it doesn't matter that much. And I would beg you to think for yourself and to sit down, and if you really enjoy something, enjoy it because you enjoy it. You don't need to love everything about it, but if you like a game, then by all means, have fun with it. That's kind of the point, isn't it? Anyway, that's all I got for today, and I hope that everybody has a good day, and perhaps I'll put out some more videos at some point. See you later.